Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, is another, channel news update. Now, this is going to be essentially me talking about my time at Disney World. It's not going to be extremely, insanely edited or anything like that. It's basically just going to be me effing talking without a script written or whatever. And it's, just going to be my thoughts on the trip. So let's start off with the bad of the trip. I got sick twice. So that was fun. My mom was sick when we came, and then I got sick the first time. Wasn't bad. None of it was bad. Just sniffles, cough, random bullshitery. And then my dad got sick, and then I got sick again, where I felt like I got beat up in an alley. And I was in a fight and I lost. It felt like really weird. And then I still have a bit of a cough. So if I do cough or clear my throat, I am sorry. It is what it is. But other than that, and walking for normally, I walk about an hour to two a day for exercise. I was walking 12, 13 hours a day. Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood, Animal, whatever. So I had blisters, and then I got a rash on my ankle. It was a whole thing. I swear to God, every day was like something new. You know what I mean? But other than that, this was probably the best vacation I've ever been on in my entire life. Now, you see the community tab for my channel. I have a bunch of pictures. I'm probably still going to keep adding because I took a butt ton of pictures because I didn't bring my camera. So that was cool. I figured, well, if I don't have my camera, I might as well, do something, for the channel. So that was a lot of fun to do. In terms of other, Disney-centric bad things, that wasn't, the trip itself. Yeah, I'm talking about, the context of the trip. I do think that weather was good. It rained one time in downtown Disney Springs, whatever. But that was toward the end of the day anyway. We had to go buy ponchos and Goofy's Candy Co. And then we just kind of ran back to the Wyndham, to the hotel. So I didn't mind. It was one day. Every freaking day at the parks, no rain. It was awesome. One day at Magic Kingdom, there was a bit of a dark cloud, wall of death. And then all of a sudden it rained. It was like God was peeing. It was and then one sprinkle of water, and then it was over. We waited in Pirates of the Caribbean for about 50 minutes. Come out perfect. But I will say that Genie Plus. I think that's kind of a big thing. It's a big thing. I'll tell you that much. And this big thing was not that bad of a thing. I think it was actually pretty manageable. Now, there were a lot of stirrings and wanderings on the internet, and people just kind of go, this is really, really bad. And yes, Fast Passes back in the day were free. You freaking get a Fast Pass on your Magic wristband or your card to get into the park, whatever. It was free. You want to ride Splash Mountain? Do it. You want to ride Pirates? And you can? Do it. You know what I mean? And then it worked. And then Disney, Bob Chapek came along and said, we need more money. How are we going to get more money? Well, let's just charge everyone for what was originally free, and to hell with it. It is what it is. Suck it up, or my way or the highway type thing. And it's kind of akin to video games. You spend $60 on a game like Assassin's Creed Origins, and then they go, oh well, here's some DLC that you can spend money on, and you don't have to do it, but if you want a better experience, loot, whatever, do it. Same type of thing. You don't have to buy Genie Plus. You don't have to buy a Lightning Lane or a Fast Pass, whatever you want to call it. But again, it would enhance your experience. So paying for it, not the best. Not that fun. But using the actual phone on my app, yeah, it's a bit effing weird because you're walking around. Literally, in my opinion, Disney World is the best place on the earth that I've been to, at least. And that's I haven't been everywhere, but it's my happy place. It's like heaven on earth. And glued to your phone, your eyes glued to your phone like this. Oh, you gotta make my next Fast Pass. It does wear a bit thin pretty quick. You know what I mean? Because you want to look at the freaking castle, or you want to ride a ride, or you want to just soak it in. And I did that because we were down there for about 3 weeks. But at the same time, it is a bit cumbersome at times to look at my effing phone and figure, I gotta reload, or there's no internet here, so we gotta go somewhere else in the park. It is kind of weird. But the actual app itself works. We used it to make Fast Passes for rides, and that was it. And it worked. You go to Tipboard, you freaking find a thing. Oh, I want to ride Frozen Ever After. I want to ride Spaceship Earth. I want to ride Pirates or Splash Mountain, whatever. Big Thunder Mountain. And if it's available, you just select it. It tells you the time. You have an hour from 4:50 to 5:50 or what have you. And then you hit My Day, which is on the right. Tipboard's on the left. My Day's on the right. And then you just simply look if you want to get reminded. It's very easy. Again, negatives come from having to effing pay for it, and then, of course, stuck on your phone like an idiot like the rest of the world is. So that was not fun. But also, I think the Indiana Jones stunt show at Hollywood Studios was fun. and I saw it 2 times. We went there 2 times, and I saw it, of course, once each time. And it's a great show. It was there when I was a kid, probably before I was even allowed to watch the Indiana Jones movies. I was seeing that show. And look, now it's not really a kid-friendly show either, but back in the day, I mean, there was like Muslims in turbans, and they had guns, and Indiana Jones had a pistol, and he was shooting people in the face, and there was fake blood, and they were swearing, what the hell are you doing? They were shooting, there was just like, Marion would get in that big, like Russian effing Muslim, whatever it was, jet thing in the first movie, and she guns down that big mechanic dude. She shoots like 50 Muslims and they all just fall down. Then the Germans come in, the Russians come in. It's just chaos. And it was great because that's how it was in the movies. And they didn't shy away from that. But now I think they try to make it more family friendly, but I don't know how family friendly you can make still having guns and still having explosions and still punching people and still kicking people in the head. And they have like realistic sound. It's not like BAM! It's like a legit like punching kick sound effect, and I don't really know why they did it. I guess it's the woke version. I don't know. It's not as good as it once was. It's still good, and I still enjoyed it, but Indiana Jones kicks a thing instead of shoots a thing, or instead of like 15 people just lying dead on the ground, motionless, because they insinuated that they got shot. In this version, they just kind of do this, they kind of dance around, and then they run off stage. So, they tried to make it something, and it didn't work, and it kind of backfired, and it looks a little bit goofy. It just kind of, I don't want to get into politics too much, but it was very much a woke, let's pander to everyone, and in the process of trying to make everyone happy, you're kind of making no one happy. We see that trend everywhere in the world, and it was in that show. But it's still a fun show, don't get me wrong. I did notice that. But in terms of that, it was best trip ever. The weather was freaking great. The rides were awesome. I did ride Ratatouille, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure down at Epcot, and I believe the France or Italy Pavilion, and that was awesome. I think it was really cool to ride that ride. Yeah, it sucks to wear 3D glasses because now that I actually have glasses, it's kind of annoying to put 3D glasses on because then they scratch the shit out of these. But still, it was cool to see that ride. I think it's a really awesome experience. If you are going to Epcot, try to get a Fast Pass or a Lightning Lane, whatever. Try to ride it because it is fun. I do think Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is a better ride. Not just because of not wearing glasses. I just think it's a better ride. But it is a good ride nonetheless. We rode Frozen Ever After a bunch, Pirates of the Caribbean a bunch, Splash Mountain a bunch. We did everything. The fireworks at night was awesome. Just one day we'd wake up at 8 o'clock, and we go to the pool for, from say 9 to like 3, and then we get back in the hotel. We stayed at the Wyndham, Lake Buena Vista, and then from there we, we went to downtown Disney Springs, right? We ate a T-Rex, or we walk around, or we would, take the, well, boy, I'm coughing, the boat ride to Port Orleans and French Quarter, Riverside, all that. So that's freaking awesome. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm kind of unhealthy. It's like an unhealthy love of Disney. It's kind of weird, Like, I love guns in video games. I love action. I love fighting, and I'm the stereotypical 23-year-old adult male. But I also love Disney princesses in the castle. Yeah, they're hot, but it's a weird feeling. When you're down there, it's like I'm staring at Cinderella Castle, and it's effing awesome. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm at downtown Disney, and I'm eating ice cream or a Starbucks drink, and I'm looking at the freaking rocks, and I'm like, oh man, the rocks are iconic. Or we're at the pool, and I'm like, the pool's iconic, the floor is iconic. It's kind of funny. But, I truly loved every second of it. The boat ride to Port Orleans was great because I wasn't there for the last 2 years. In 2020, we went to Hilton Head. 2021, we had Disney with all the mask crap. It wasn't open. Now, in 2022, it is, which is awesome. Magic Kingdom, we went there 3 times. Epcot 3 times. Hollywood twice. Animal Kingdom once. We had a great time. Again, great weather. We did essentially everything I wanted to do. I really wanted to do Mount Everest, but that's when my dad was sick. Again, all of us got sick multiple times, but it wasn't anything bad. It was just your normal cold, because that's what it is now. I'm not going to speak on it. It is very much a fact that, I wanted to ride Everest, and my dad was like, I'm not doing that. So we're going to do that in 2023. So whatever. But with that said, it was awesome. Dinosaur, Animal Kingdom, Pandora, Avatar, freaking awesome. Galaxy's Edge, you know how much I love Star Wars. A butt ton. And going to Batuu for the second time, it was just fantastic, man. Getting blue milk, riding the Falcon. I don't know why, but every time we ride Smuggler's Run, the Falcon ride at Batuu, we get some stupid-ass, 4-year-old that has essentially not developed his motor functions yet, so he doesn't know anything from, left or right. so he's just smashing every rock in the thing. And you know, I don't get motion sickness, at least not yet. But it was pretty rough, you know, because like you know when I flew it, I was you know in Star Wars because it's weird. Batuu it's not like oh it's just Star Wars land. Like no, Galaxy's Edge Batuu is literally canon to the Star Wars canon. It takes place between Episode 8 and 9. So everything that you do, the Falcon Ride and Rise of the Resistance, it's canon. It's a legitimate event that takes place in the lore of Star Wars. So when I piloted the Falcon, knowing that, I was like, I'm not going to F this up. I'm going to pretend like I'm actually flying the damn Falcon and we're doing this. And it was awesome. But of course you get some, you know, mentally unstable 4-year-old and you're hitting every rock in sight. But it was still pretty fun. Rise of Resistance was really cool too. The first time we did it, there's like 2 different versions. So the first time was like we went left, and the second time we went right. So that was awesome. Everything about that place is sick. I got Cal Kestis's lightsaber from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Of course, Jedi Survivor's coming out, I believe, 2023. Looks freaking awesome. And that's really cool. I'm gonna have a video on that soon. I know I missed a lot. I got She-Hulk. I'm watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. I got Moon Knight to watch, so I have a lot to do, and it's all gonna be coming shortly. But I don't know, man. I mean, it was just such a great trip, and I wish I brought my camera to film it, but what are you gonna do? But like I said, I think the Ratatouille ride is great. I think that Guardians. So we were there at Epcot, day 3. Guardians opened, Cosmic Rewind. The first day at Epcot, we were there. It was there. The Xandarian ship, the yellow iconic ship. That was there, and people were riding it, but you had to like go to specific hotels and sign up to all this BS, and it was just confusing. So the third time we were at Epcot, it was actually open for the public. We didn't ride it because one, we were all dying, and second, we couldn't get on it for Hill of Beans. On Genie Plus was like, oh, standby lane, not a thing. Boarding group at 1 p.m. did it, not a thing, didn't work. And no fast pass, so we didn't get on it unless you wanted to wait. I believe it was like a 5 to 7 hour wait, which we were there 3 days at Epcot, but normally what we do is we go to like the World Showcase, we eat at China, and then we go to all the different countries and we ride test tracks. So to wait 7 hours, it wasn't lucrative any day. You know what I mean? We're gonna wait till that goes down a bit because that's insane. If you have ridden the ride, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, tell me in the comments down below what you think. Some people love it, some people want to die and they bark and they get all weird afterwards. Again, I have not ridden it. I have also not ridden Space Mountain. I plan on doing that in 2023. So I don't know how my tummy's going to handle it, but we'll see what happens. But again, man, I really just can't tell you how awesome this trip was. And thank you for also watching these 4 to 5 videos that I made before we even left. I had a butt ton of college work, and now that I am back, sadly, it's fun. I love being back because my dog and my friends and family and my video games and my movies and all, but it's like, damn it, I feel like you get home and I swear to God, it was such a slow vacation, because when you're at the pool and then you just go down to Disney and then it's like, oh, next week we're going to Hollywood or tomorrow's Magic Kingdom or whatever. It goes so slow. And now that I'm here filming in my basement with all my posters, it's like, and by the way, I have a new poster, but it's just, it's weird. It's a very strange feeling because it feels like that. It feels like we didn't even F and go and we didn't even get on the plane. It was just boom. I'm still here and we didn't leave yet. It's really weird. I tell you this, the worst part about life so far is time, for sure. I think time will always mess you up. Hands of Time from Ninjago, they're evil. Chronix and Crux. So if there's a literal TV show where the enemy is time and they're time brothers and they want to kill you, that shows in real life time is also not that good. Sometimes time is great, but when you go for 3 weeks to Disney World and you come back, I swear to God, it's like we didn't even leave. But still, I had a blast every single second, despite having blisters on my toes and rashes in certain places and getting sick and all that garbage. Because I was there, it didn't really matter. It didn't bother me that much. If I was here, I'd feel like complete dog water and I'd just be sitting on the couch going, but because I'm there, it's like I can't sit down. I have to walk 13 hours a day. I just have to. We're at Disney. What are you going to do? You're not going to go back to the hotel when you're at Magic Kingdom. No one does that unless you're like literally dying. Thankfully, we all just kind of had mild colds. But you know, it still is, you know, it wasn't the most fun thing in the world. But I had a great time. Every park was awesome. And again, I will be probably posting more pictures on the community tab. What I'm going to try to do, if I remember, is I'm going to link in this video's description videos from different other YouTube channels, like 4K Walt Disney World or whatever, especially him. I'm not going to alter his videos, so don't worry, 4K. I doubt you're going to watch this, but you know, if you are, leave a comment. But I'm not going to take away your logo, none of that shite, so don't worry. It's free, it's fair use. But you know, if I talked about Guardians or if I talked about Spaceship Earth and you want to, oh wait, what's Spaceship Earth, or you know, what's the Frozen ride? I'll try my best to have you know, a bunch of links in this video's description. Just go check them out, hit the link, and you will actually watch the video. You know, because when I talk about riding Slinky Dog Dash at Hollywood, it was awesome. You might go, I never saw that, so you know, maybe it'll be down there. I don't know. I'm not gonna do every ride because I'd be here till midnight. But still, I think that it was a great, very, very fun time. And I hate having this cough. I hated getting sick, but it was such a great time, man. The weather was awesome. It was funny. Like, you know, Florida, we were in Disney World, and it was like 90 and sunny, and then we come back here to my home, and it's effing like 20 and rainy. You know what I mean? There's no like happy medium. It was like heaven, hell. You know what I mean? It was like, boom, you're back. And, you know, that was a pretty telling sign I was back. But still, you know, I am glad I'm back. You know, I did miss some of the stuff in my house, you know, especially the games and the movies and my comics. But I do think that, it just sucks leaving, you know what I mean? Like, if you have been to Disney World, you're as much of a Disney freak as me, almost to the point of being unhealthy, it does suck, you know what I mean? It's like ripping away your baby, or it's like, I don't know, smashing my entire Lego collection with a freaking mallet, you know what I mean? It's just, it's like, it kills. But thankfully, we're going back next year, and I will bring my camera. Don't worry, I'm not going to forget like an idiot this time. But I loved it. Every second it was fantastic. If you have any questions, you know, oh, what was your favorite part about this ride, or what was your favorite park, or any questions at all regarding anything about Walt Disney World in Florida, anything, leave me a comment in this video's comment section, and I'll make a video about it. Again, I'm covering Moon Knight, Obi-Wan, She-Hulk, more Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga gameplay, Skyflicker is still not fixed, FUTT, bunch of stuff coming up, so don't worry. I did miss a lot, but I'm going to be making them slowly but surely. We got new Ninjago, first 12 are out on Netflix and YouTube. I freaking love it so far. Season 15 crystallized. It's not 16, it's 15. And, you know, so I have a bunch of content for sure. Sorry again if I was clearing my throat or coughing. It's either that or I don't make any videos. So, again, I'm going to have some stuff down below in the links. And then also, if you have any questions regarding Walt Disney World, again, favorite ride, favorite, you know, park, favorite food, whatever. What I did at the pool, I swam, you know, whatever. Tell me in the comments, and I'll make a video about it, and I'll even shout you out, because I do want to make more Disney World videos. So please, anything, down below, leave a comment. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Again, me just kind of talking about my vacation. I freaking loved it, and I am kind of sad I'm home, but hey, coming back in 2023. I cannot wait for that. And like I said, I'll bring the camera. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. The next video about right after this one's going to be about Obi-Wan Kenobi, Episode 1. And yeah, but we're rocking and rolling with the content. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.